The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Time 44, Mike, 44. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Darnold. Nifty move. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You think about the two quarterbacks in this game with Darnold and Mayfield, and you think back to the 2018 draft. Gosh, leading up to that draft, the talk shows and all the rumors about who would go number 1. A lot of people thought it would be Sam Darnold going number 1 and playing for these Cleveland Browns. Josh Allen, Josh Rosen also in the mix. But turns out the Browns, they would get Baker Mayfield, and I think both parties pretty happy with the end result. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
51, Mike 51. Hey, Charlie. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get this, Check safety, check. Red, lady. Oh, lady.
Darnold from the red zone now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 39, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. He's got Anderson right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At the 40-yard line. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Watch that.
Mayfield to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Silver. Young lady.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Bell so light on his feet, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
This is West. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got it complete to West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
53's a Mike.
Hey, Delta.
53. Who that?
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike Popo. Young lady. Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Deuce. Hey, lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, exit.
Bandit. Hey, Mike 51. Lady. Kill.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 24, Darnold. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You draw quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53 is mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The final shot before break. West rolling to his right. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Set, 20.
Mayfield looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Set,
4 yards on that
20.
last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Copeland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ready? Ready? Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On second down, it's Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Come on, D!
Oh, lady.
Mike Spokefo.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Second and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Right here. Lady. 51, Mike 51.
Now Darnold on third and goal. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now 11-15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
King.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard you...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Charkandrick West. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
44, Mike, 44.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Darnold completes to Bell, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Bravo.
Mayfield with it once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check three.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Out right here to Herndon. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Lady.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Football's the mic. Mike's football. I got one. I got one. I got one.
Young lady.
Double up. Double up.
Hey, Alpha. Right side. Right side.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again here with West. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 180. Hey, alert 33.
53. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Mayfield now. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. An 80-yard touchdown, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Oh, yeah.
Red 80. Red 80.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check.
Not here.
Now Darnold. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quinnen Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find.